Well, we're live. This is going well, isn't it? Sorry team, a little bit late. My controller decided not to work and Chris decided not to show up. So, just me at the moment. And yeah, without any further ado, let's get into it. Right, so what I'm thinking is that without Chris, we'll just chat to people for a start.
Is she?
Yuna, she's made her decision.
But I can't just let her go.
We won't have to. We'll save Yuna even if she calls the final Aeon.
But
A big
how?
promise for someone who doesn't know how any of this works.
I'll think of a way.
But what if you can't?
I'm tired of talking to you.
That's
It's
harsh.
always but this, but that.
I mean, so...
Let's think together.
Okay.
And if we can't think of something,
But this, but that. But,
We find another way.
Titus, you don't know what's going on.
Messy.
what is?
Yevon, Micah and Seymour are not of one mind. Remember what
Well,
Seymour said last we met.
We do know
I do not
that
think Micah will concur.
Yevon's in a bit of turmoil. Kelk has left, Kunok is dead. So it just leaves those two.
So, we are officially traitors then.
We are indeed
Hey,
traitors,
let them say
Yuna.
what they want.
It's okay. I'm not worried.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Well, maybe just a little.
Oh, Anna's in the chat. Hey, Anna.
It's so hard not to be.
Hey, it's okay to worry. And if it gets too rough, just yell.
Always good to have the update. I'm not sure what to do without Chris, whether we do some mini games, whether we play
I
some
might just
Blitzball.
do that.
What do you guys think?
Who was that?
Until half a year ago.
There we
he
go,
was
we
a
learn...
summoner. Waka and
Oh, I
I
forgot
were
that
his
Waka
guardian.
was a guardian as
Kind of
well.
a short pilgrimage.
He gave up halfway. Here, on this plane. Now he is a monk at the Bavel Temple.
I mean, this plane is hardly halfway.
When I was guarding Zook. I already told you this, yeah?
It's the guy that
When
Waka
I was too
was
into the game
yeah,
to be a good guardian.
thinking about Blitzball too much.
So, when Father Zook said he wanted out, tell you the truth, I was kind of glad.
How different would the story have been if they'd continued?
Gagazet is Ronso land, Kimari home.
Hey, we might meet your family.
Mari has no family.
Oh, sorry.
But Kimari.
Oh yeah, and we're not going to do the main Chocobo mini game. But it's always nice to get a Chocobo to ride, and you can get some neat stuff in what's it called? We talk to him through here, or do we go through that way? You can get some neat stuff in Rinnim Temple. So yeah. But, I mean, with Chris not here, I was excited to talk to Chris too. He's had some life developments, I think it's fair to for me to say, over in New Zealand. So, I mean, that's exciting, but we'll have to wait. Alright, let's see if Lulu can actually hit these guys that she's supposed to. No is the answer. Of course, the thing that Anna was putting in the chat just there was the new roles of our party. We've mixed it up a wee bit. If you are new to the stream, I mean, I don't know why you'd started episode 19, but hey, to each their own. So Lulu, who's normally a black mage, so has the starting black mage stuff. She's our fast attacker, but is not fast enough to attack the fast monsters. So yeah, that's where we are. Maybe this is where we change a bit of that. Maybe we need to do some grinding. We certainly need to go over to the the Fiend Cave at some point. Is that where the Chocobo Lady is? Oh, she starts so far away. I mean, we need all the levels we can get. Oh, and look, Chris has messaged me. He's just woken up. Why don't I give him 5 minutes? He's watching the stream, and then, yeah, I've updated the stream title. It should be updated. It's not 18.5, it is 19. Just send Chris a message to message me. Go. Chris is going to let me know when you can come on. And we'll take a half-second pause to get him on the stream, since I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to listen to me talk the entire time. And whoa, Titus is dead. There we go. Chris insists he'll be 2 minutes, so you can hold him to that. But yeah, so maybe we, since Chris is going to be here, we won't play Blitzball, and maybe that's even more reason to do some Chocobo racing. Right, Titus. I mean, you can pretend to be a black mage. Technically, you are. These guys, yep. Here we go. And Kimari. Let's use Lancet to get some health back. Got some health back. He's not going to be very useful there. Let's get Waka out. Waka can use Null Blaze on everyone. So no one can get hurt. Nice and easy. Now you can use Blizzara, Titus, and we'll get through this battle after one more round. Get some HP back and kill the guy. Good work. Good job, team. Right, let's heal everyone up. Oh look, Chris is calling. Should I answer it? Yes, I should. Should I share my screen? Yes, I should. And there we go. Hi, Chris. Welcome back. Or welcome. Good morning. Can you hear me? Apparently not. Well, I'm definitely sharing my screen with him. Maybe he's lost. Alas. I'm definitely talking. Yep, I'm definitely talking. But Chris is lost to the world. Can't hear anyone. That's fine, we'll just go to the Chocobo Lady and start doing Chocobo things. Oh geez, this is not good. Famous Marlboro. Let's get Yuna out. And we can use an Aeon to deal with this. Oh, hi Chris.
Am I here?
You're here. Welcome. Good morning.
Good morning.
Nice of you to decide to join us.
Yes, for some reason my microphone was not set as the input audio for my laptop.
Well, I meant more of the nice of you to decide to join us and wake from your slumber.
Yes.
You had a tough week, mate.
I forgot it was Saturday. I forgot we had this thing.
Well, yeah, Final Fantasy Friday, thank you very much, but yes, Saturday for you.
It's not Friday, it's Saturday morning.
Only in part of the world. But yes. Welcome to the stream. For those of you who haven't heard Chris's voice before, which, I mean, might be some of you, we do this stream every week. I'm Jim the Editor, owner of this channel, and editor of the blog Pokemaniacal, and Chris is Chris from Pokemaniacal. He is the main author. Author, creator, sublime deity.
Yes.
How's your week been, Chris?
It's been... Sorry, I'm just seeing in the chat, it would be unfair to Chris to do Chocobo minigames while he's not here to be tortured by it. I resent that.
No, we knew you would. That's why we waited for you.
You could have knocked out that Chocobo minigame in the 10 minutes while I wasn't here and just never spoken of it again.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it was more like 8 minutes. I was a bit slow. I started up, my controller didn't work. I had to reset everything. It's been a day. It's been a day. Yuna has learned Osmos. So I guess now technically she's a plant.
Oh, good. She could be some kind of bacterium.
I suppose. And Waka is more magic.
Good for him.
See, Elena's questioning your integrity. I want to ride a chocobo, Chris.
Nothing was done on purpose.
Yeah, let me train a chocobo, Chris.
No. Oh no.
Of course,
oh,
of
no.
course.
No, not this. Anything but this.
It's very simple. We
It's
just
not.
have to get from point A to point B with the chocobo that doesn't want to go to point B. Can I use my analog stick for
At
this?
least this isn't the one with the birds.
I'm ready as ever. Oh, no, that one. No, chocobo. No, chocobo. No, what are you doing? No, go. No! Oh, god damn this bird. No, bird. Oh, did I get there in time? I think I got bang on. Do I have to beat it? Oh, thank god. I like that, Anna. The game warns you 3 times before you start training chocobos. Let's do something else. Dodge a chocobo.
Oh no.
Oh, we've got to watch out for incoming balls, Chris. Which is not as bad as the birds, but alright, here we go. Oh, this could be the no ball. Oh, blitz ball. Why? Who's throwing you?
Waka.
Oh, of course it is Waka. Ah, he doesn't have that much attack. Oh, well, we're not making it this time. It's okay, I was refining my technique.
Yes, of course. That's what we call it.
I hope everyone's enjoying this music. It's it's gonna be there for a while.
This music is associated with severe trauma for me.
Oh, you bastard. Aha!
Aha.
Yeah, they're slightly homing balls, but not as bad as the next round. Oh yeah, dodging is a breeze for us, Chris.
Yes.
We got a level 1 key sphere. Oh, whoops, I was supposed to do one more time. I was not supposed to do that. Okay, come on.
Oh. No. More practice.
Yeah. Oh, damn. Oh yeah, beat my record. Getting good. What do I get for beating this one? New PB. A Mega Potion. So Let's do something else.
What do those do?
They heal everyone for 1,000. They're like bad Albed potions, but they can be used by anyone.
Oh. It doesn't sound that great.
Alright. Geez. This one's hard. I mean, the bull. Oh god, the birds are back. No birds. No birds.
What? Are those Wingo?
Yeah, I think so. I think they are Pokemon. Malevolent Pokemon. Oh,
Fantasy X predates Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire.
wow, that's something to put it in perspective. Does it really?
I think so. I mean, they're around the same time, but I think this is slightly earlier. I think Ruby and Sapphire are 2002.
No, this is
And I
2001.
think Final Fantasy X is 2001.
It is indeed. I mean, not this one. This is the HD edition.
Hmm.
Been remastered.
Maybe they're only Wingull in the remastered one. Maybe in the original they're just sort of slightly
A
fuzzy
Pelipper.
bird blobs.
Get in there. Yes, we got there. It had no idea what I was doing the entire time.
Hmm.
Whew. That wasn't even that hard.
Hmm.
Well,
Oh no.
there's no point doing this race now.
There is no point doing this race ever.
No, you're not entirely correct.
No, I'm correct. I understand what you get if you win the race.
You get
I just don't think
Titus's.
there's any point in the race.
You get Titus's Welsh Sword of Doom.
Yeah, which is pointless because you will never win.
I think I have won 3 times.
Lies.
Lies and slander.
Hmm.
Well, what we can do now, though, is just run around the plains on our Chocobo. And go to this guy. Who's absolutely mad.
Hmm. Well, he's a Pokemon trainer, you know, what can you do?
He's also a Pokemon breeder.
Hmm.
Okay, we gotta round up some fiends, Chris. Can we do that?
We can give it a shot.
I mean, we're gonna be trained. Let's face it.
Is that a living dragon thing?
Yeah, that's. Yes.
Or is it like one of those inflatable tube guys that blows in the wind and looks like it's moving?
I like the idea that it's an probably inflatable tube man. But I think it's living.
Hmm.
Alright, let's see the weapons.
Kind of looks like a Blue Eyes White Dragon.
It's slightly more serpentine than a Blue Eyes White Dragon, though.
Yeah. The head and neck, I think.
That's all. Alright, let's go catch some dudes. Or rather... Or should we go to Renaninum Temple?
Venom.
Remium Temple.
Laminem.
Oh, we can get...
Eminem?
Yeah, Reminim. It's like Eminem, but with an R. Oh. Convenient. Not gonna lie, I thought that was the entrance to the temple, but I guess it's all the way around. There's a chest somewhere around here, I think. Maybe not. Maybe not. I just love this music. And we found one of these feather things, and we get to fly. And we're through to the other side. Oh, us. We know all the secrets of this place.
So we do.
So there's a terrible chocobo race that we can do up here. I don't really know why they decided to do all the chocobo things in this one area.
To concentrate the awfulness and prevent it from leaking out into the rest of the game.
I mean, maybe. Maybe. I went the wrong way, I think. Yeah, I went the wrong way. The other guy that we need to help. Some kind of archaic chocobo mating ritual, I think.
Oh, good.
Yeah, apparently they need help. Oh, I have to look at the sphere. We've been accepted as a true rider.
What does that mean?
Yes. Alright, so he's the challenger. Oh, no. We just had to read that sphere and then go all the way back around the other side. Good. Good.
Of course, yes.
Makes sense,
Do you
right?
think the chocobos built this temple?
No. No. Actually, it's...
Why not?
they don't have hands.
Details. They have feet.
They do have feet. that
They
is
have
true.
clawed feet with opposable toes.
No, but if we're going to be serious, I think the history of Rinananam Temple is actually quite interesting. Because who did build it? It was clearly cut off at some point during some fight with battle with Sin.
That would make sense.
So it must be. So it became disused after that. The faith is still there, which means it's still technically an active temple. So it's not where the Temple of the Stolen Faith the Stolen Faith thing comes from. I don't know where that's from. We got a cloudy mirror. That's all we need to do for that. There's some wild theorizing in the chat. Yeah, maybe Chocobo used to have hands.
Exactly. Evolution at work. Once they built the temple, they no longer needed hands.
So they grew wings that they can barely use.
Yeah,
What is
So are they on their way to flightedness then?
Rimium Temple?
maybe.
Once a great religious center in the Calm Lands, lost after the battle with Sin.
Maybe they built it by prayers. Maybe they
this is
summoned
your home.
aeons to build
Oh.
the temple.
What?
After
You got
which battle
something
with
against
Sin?
company?
It's a long story.
Is
Easier
Braska in
perhaps to
this?
show you.
You're dead
I
too.
don't know.
No, everyone is dead,
Don't
Titus.
send me just yet. There is still one thing left for me to do here.
So
With
that's
the help I can give,
a
young
Holland.
summoner might just be
And
able
that's
to
No,
defeat
that's
Sin.
just Unalesca.
Well,
No, Unaliska's up the top.
I challenge
Yeah.
you.
Oh,
If
in
you
the corner.
cannot
Oh,
beat
yeah,
me,
I see. I
you'll
see what you're
never beat
putting.
Sin.
Yeah.
Perhaps later. I want to see this temple. No!
Yeah,
Let me see that. Let me see the temple, Belgamine.
Just.
Yeah, Braska's there.
Yeah.
Who put him there? Someone doing the animation didn't read the story.
All four of them. So this place has been
I'll
like
be the judge
in
of
use
Rion's
within the last 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
That's,
are you ready?
as I say, whoever did the animations didn't read the story. Right, so we just Aeon battle until we can't Aeon battle no more.
Or this happened during Belgamine's battle with Sin.
Choose your Aeon will, summoner.
But Sin's only just returned, right?
Do we know how long it's been? I'm
I
not sure they say.
I
But
thought...
maybe it's been back for 5 years.
I thought Sin had just reappeared after the calm. But I don't know where I'm getting that from.
Yeah, I don't think they ever say how long it's been since it came back. Like, I got the impression it had been at least a couple of years since it returned.
He hasn't been doing much destroying, if that's the case. Well, I guess he must have been back for a year, at least a year, because Chapu died, and Lulu's been on 2 pilgrimages before this one.
Well, one of how old is Lulu actually?
22?
Okay, yeah, so she can't have been on a pilgrimage before Braskers.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, it must have been back for a while.
Yeah, so yeah, I think you're right. I think I'm wrong. I'm not, and there's not saying. Ah, you guys are wonderful. Got a lot of time for you guys.
I'm not saying it was ancient chocobos with hands, but it was ancient chocobos with hands.
Stop.
I just want to know where on the evolutionary path they are between hands and wings.
You have
Did
made
they
some
have
progress,
hands,
and for that,
develop wings,
I'm
and
glad.
now they're on their way to losing their wings?
It may
Or
come
do they
in
have hands and they're on the way to being properly flighted? Are they doing the what is it, the flapping assisted climbing? What's that actually called?
I don't know what the technical
Very
word for it
well.
is.
now.
Because that's one of the dinosaur theories, right? About why wings developed.
Yes, I think so.
The things you learn in a Final Fantasy X stream. It's that pigeons, in order to get up steep inclines, will flap their wings to help them get up. And there's the thought that such a technique could have been employed by dinosaurs, in particular raptors, before they, as they gained wings, or dromaeosaurs. Is that more technically correct?
No, I think chocobos just used to have 6 limbs. Like 2 limbs, 2 hands.
And they've just lost them completely.
Yeah.
Or are they hiding underneath their wings?
Maybe they've atrophied to tiny little claws.
Oh, like kiwi wings.
Exactly.
Or maybe they do actually still have hands and they're just hiding underneath the wings. That's my thought. We don't see them because they don't want us to know.
Yeah.
Alright, we probably need to black magic here and Thundara ourselves. Oh god. Oh, I wasn't ready for these this level of revelations that we've come to on a Friday. I wasn't prepared mentally. Don't know if I can accept it. Anyway, Chris, how's your week been?
How has my week been? I started at what do you call it? At teacher training. So that's been a thing.
Yeah, you got accepted into a teacher's training, at high school level, right?
Yeah.
Teacher training course at the University of Auckland.
Mm.
I saw that you passed your Delna screening. That's for anyone who doesn't know.
That I can speak English.
Which, if I'm correct, you didn't do for any of your previous degree.
Yeah, because I was supposed to, but I sent them an incredibly bitchy email and they just left me alone.
Ah, yeah, me too. Because yeah, we were supposed to do them early on, and we just didn't do them.
Mm.
And they sent me a letter in my final semester of my undergraduate degree being like, you need to do this test to see if you can speak English. And I pointed out that I was in my final semester of an arts degree, or an arts and sciences degree. So it probably would have come up.
It may come in handy.
30 X potions. That's right. She gives you a whole bunch of stuff that's useful for playing with your Aeon's abilities and stuff. So with those X potions, I think we can learn Curaga or something? Oh, Cura. There you go.
Very exciting.
I mean, I'm not going to teach Bahamut Cura.
Why not?
It doesn't need Cura. We can get enough Mega Potions for Curaga. But yeah, so that's what's in Renin Temple. We'll come back when we need to. Which, I mean, I guess we haven't even decided whether, or to what extent we're beating this game. If people want to beat all the Dark Aeons and Nemesis, then Chris, you could be in for a long time.
No. Why would we do that?
I've never done it, to be fair. I don't know if anyone would watch
How long do you
that.
estimate it will take?
Probably another year of doing this once a week. I mean, you don't want to spend a week every week of the next year just hanging out with us doing this?
No.
You have better things to do?
Not exactly, but you know.
Bye, Chocobo.
Probably.
Oh, should we name our Chocobo, by the way?
We can name our Chocobo.
Oh, not like in real, not in the game, but in real life. Should we give him a name or her?
Oh, is there a way to tell whether it's a him or a her Chocobo?
Titus will look.
Or a them Chocobo?
Like chickens, Chocobo are very hard to sex. Titus has no idea.
I'm not comfortable with you talking about sexing chickens.
That's a thing, though, right?
It is a thing, yeah.
Thank you. I'm not.
Apparently, it's like a really incredible skill.
Yeah.
Some people can just like hold a little newly hatched chick and kind of weigh it in their hand, and they just know whether it's male or female.
I think that was a QI fact. A long in the past.
That sounds
QI
familiar,
fact.
yeah.
Oh, that's right. We're supposed to be capturing things.
Are we?
Well, I mean.
Oh yeah. How many things do we need?
7, 9, one of those two numbers.
Of each, or in total?
In total. I think it might be 3 of each. These little guys are going to be quite difficult to get, because Kamari doesn't know the right thing yet. Because he needs to know armor break. That's right. So yeah, this is gonna take a while. Waka, you can.
I don't suppose we can just like have Titus cast Blizzard on it and assume that won't kill it.
I'll cast Blizzara on it once. Because
I mean, Titus is a terrible mage. Like, this isn't gonna kill it, right?
It didn't kill
We're
it.
fine.
It didn't kill it. Now we just attack. Like our lives depended on it. I wish I knew how much health it had. This is why I should have kept someone with.
The chat has cracked this. The important thing is that the Chocobo's hands became unnecessary following the domestication of humans, Bronzo, and Guado to build temples for them.
That is that is fantastic, and that is the new canon. According to this game, Chocobo's dominant species. And we captured a flame flan. Flan?
I don't care.
I think Americans call it a flan.
I think they do, but they're wrong.
They often are. I'm a fan of the flan. That rhyme was intentional. Right, so let's steal from these burning robots of doom.
Why are they on fire?
Ah!
What is going on here?
Because the creators of the game made death robots, and death robots were used too early in the game, so the next step up, logically, was death robots on fire.
Hmm.
Come on, Kamari.
I suppose it is a little more creative than just making them a different color.
Which is what they do with most of the other things, including these lovely tiger things. Who are...
Do they?
Yeah. What are they like? Coil? How do you say that word? Curl? Like that? Like, damn, curl. Damn, girl. Points for anyone in the chat who gets that reference. Chris will not.
What is going on with these things anyway?
With which things?
What is a curl?
Well, before you check, if you were going to guess what language curl came from.
Well, I haven't found it yet, but I think I have a guess, which is that I think it's cur, like the French word for heart, and then just an L for lion.
Oh, interesting.
That's my guess. Yeah, as in lion heart, which is a thing, right? Like Coeur de Lion.
Yeah, it was.
I apologize to Eleanor for my pronunciation.
It was Richard I.
Yeah.
Who lost a lot of his holdings in France.
Like, I don't think that's the name of an actual fantasy creature or like mythological creature.
Outside of the Final Fantasy universe, where I think they are in most games. There we go. Capture another skull. Skull! Is skull a thing? Is it just what Vikings say to each other when they're drinking? Skull.
Possibly. No. There is a Wikipedia article on the Ko. Apparently, they are originally from A.E. van Vogt's short story Black Destroyer and novel Voyage of the Space Beagle.
Voyage of the Space Beagle?
Yeah, there's early, like mid 20th century science fiction stories.
Oh, I'm so glad. Sorry, Chris. I'm going to talk over you for a second. I'm so glad that Anna got that reference. Anna is my favorite. Sorry.
I don't know who Chang is. I don't care.
Anna is my favorite. More favorite than Chris.
Yeah. But yeah, the coeurl. Species appearance is comparable to a large cat, except that its forelegs are twice as long as its hind legs, and it possesses tentacles attached to its shoulders that terminate in suction cups. That kind of sounds like the
Yevon
you know, they've got those tendril things. Sustains itself by feeding upon a substance it calls the id of other beings. It does drain from you as one of its attacks.
It also uses osmos.
Manipulate EM radiation.
Sounds like our man. That's quite cool.
Yeah, I think they have to be based on this story.
Final Fantasy is full of really niche references. Like surprisingly niche references.
So the question is, where did this author get that then? What happened?
Anna's just being the best. It's fine. Although that is the worst season. I don't know if I accept that as canon. I mean, it happened, but did it happen? It was a tough time. There was that gas leak. Hey. None of that. I could probably just use a soft, can't I? That's probably long-term more sustainable than just throwing away albeit potions. Stop blastering things! Dear, walk it out. No one wanted that. There you go, some Asuna. Also, that's a very spiky ball.
Hmm?
Look at Walker's ball.
Walker's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How does he catch that safely?
I don't know. But more to the point, how is that a less lethal form of attack than his regular sports ball?
Is it less lethal?
That's the point, right?
As
You
you wish.
capture them.
Enough.
I mean, yeah, good point. I mean,
No time to waste.
how is a sword a capture weapon? Is
well,
another question.
I assume they're like, blunted or something.
They're like the wooden training swords that gladiators used.
Yeah.
Don't want to damage the goods. Which way do we need to go? That way? Yes. That way? No. Oh, and Riku needs to do a thing? That's right, Riku was going to learn how to be slightly more magical. Not hard. Oh, some spicy debate, Anna. Interesting. Interesting. Doesn't think season 4 of Community is the worst season. I disagree with your premise there, I think. I think that... Oh, no, Elena's definitely wrong. Hard stance. I would say that there are maybe 3 good episodes in season 4 out of the entire run, which is the worst hit rate of, and it also includes the 2 worst episodes of the whole show's run. The Halloween episode's fine. The I like the dance episode. Oh god, that could do a lot of damage. Could be in trouble here.
I regret that I have nothing to contribute here.
That's fine. That's fine. But the characters become... Just wanted to mix things. The characters become caricatures of themselves to an extent where it doesn't really make much sense. Yuna's going to have to do some summoning here so that we can figure this out. Like, there's no way that they can get away with that Christmas episode and still be in the school, as part of the school. There were some decent ideas, they just were caricatures, I think, of Community episodes. I think second half of season 3 is weak too, so it was weak leading up to season 4, but... the Christmas episode is the worst episode, the puppet episode is the second worst episode. In my opinion. And they're also, I think those 2 episodes are back to back. Like, it was a rough time. And I think they're the worst episodes because they're unrealistic. Whereas everything else had been slightly more grounded in terms of its realism throughout the run of the show. Yeah, it got a bit... those 2 episodes got very weird. Alright, please survive. Let's see if Orin has... and attack it. Chris, you can join in to see if let us know how we're doing. We're doing okay.
Are we winning?
It's hard to tell, which is the problem. These guys are quite strong. Yeah, slightly is the key word in terms of that community stuff. I mean, the whole Changnesia thing, even if you ignore that, because that wasn't strong. I mean, I think they said in season 6 that Chang wasn't used particularly well after the first season, and I'd agree with that. Oh, how come he gets to attack first? But yeah, you can't...
Because you don't deserve it.
But for instance, Chris, in a TV show that it's roughly based in reality, you can't kidnap your teacher, tie him up, and then have him escape. He then gets loose and is still your teacher next semester, and it's never referenced ever again.
Depends how loosely it is.
A little more strong with that.
And is it generally I got the impression that it was generally a fairly surreal show. Is that a fair assessment?
Yes and no. Like, even its wackiest moments, it's still conceivably real. With maybe the exception of the stupid, the quite wonderful Christmas episode where one of the characters believes everything is in, not claymation, stop motion animation. But even that, it's done, like, the way that it's painted is through a psychotic break of a character. It's not saying this is what is happening. In fact, they make a joke about it later on in that same season. They say, even though, remember the time I thought everything was claymation? One of the characters says, even though it's not. And it shows them saying their lines from the episode around a table, but being not claymation.
Yeah, I don't think I can be of any help in adjudicating this.
Oh no, like I don't think it needs adjudication. It's just interesting people's different takes on it. Like, I've never heard anyone. I've heard like people dislike season 6. It's interesting because season 6 is Rosanna's favorite season. But I've heard people not like that. Defending season 4 is a new one though. I mean, conceivably real. The paintball episode, absolutely conceivably real. It's a high level of commitment. But assuming that a school sends you out with paintball guns and offers priority registration or $10,000, so $50,000 as a reward. Is it 10,000 or is Abed's comic books 50,000? Yeah. And yeah, things like in the puppet episode, Annie's secret being that she sent her pervy teacher pictures of her feet to get better grades is so unlike her. or at least the Annie that's been established in the earlier seasons. It just, yeah, didn't have something. It was missing something. But as I say, I do enjoy the history of dance. I think that's a really good episode. And the Halloween episode is clever. And I agree that Paget Brewster came in and absolutely nailed it as Frankie. I think it was a wonderful addition to everything. But if you hear interviews with Dan Harmon, it's interesting to hear especially around the time. It's interesting to hear him talk about how, and once you hear it, you can see it. They always intended for them to graduate and to move on and to spend more and more time away from school, and not be bound to the community college, because the whole point of the show was that they had become a community, and that's what he says in the first episode, right? Welcome to the community podcast. I'm joined by a silent partner who's never seen the show before. Hi, Chris.
Hi. I have no opinions about anything you're saying.
You should watch Community. It's very good.
I know.
Along with all the other things that you haven't watched that I've asked you to watch. You should watch One Punch Man.
I know.
And Dan Munchie just aired tonight its final episode of the English dub of season 3.
Oh yes, I haven't been watching those. I felt like I was fine with just having seen the Japanese.
Yeah, absolutely fine. I just have them on in the background. So many podcasts about Chris discovering things to make. I know. Sometimes I feel like I've let him down to allow him to go this long without seeing things like Community. I mean, how many seasons of the Pokemon anime have you watched?
Whole seasons? Like, honestly, not that many. Although I'm not sure off the top of my head where the seasons begin and end. I only have them divided up in my head between regions.
Okay, so which regions have you watched?
In full, I think only Kanto and Johto.
Only Kanto and Johto. Interesting. And Orange Islands, I assume.
Yeah. I've seen the first half of Hoenn. Various bits and pieces of Unova that probably amounts to about half of it one way or another. Probably like a third of Kalos. Maybe
so what you're
half
saying
of
is
Alola.
quite a lot.
Quite a lot, yeah, but always with gaps.
Right, so we're not even ready to go Marlboro hunting yet, which is kind of worrying.
Are they named after the cigarettes?
I believe so.
Makes sense with the breath attack.
Yeah. I think that's quite clever. Alright, so let's heal some people. That sounds wise, doesn't it, Chris?
Let's.
Okay, well, Waka needs to come out and use Asuna on Kamari. I will address that comment, Anna, about Season 5 being your least favourite. I see where you're coming from, but I quite like Repilot, only because it does what it needs to do. It re-establishes them being together. The fact that they changed Annie's major and gave her more time at the community college without really establishing any life outside the college for anyone, which I believe is what Harmon was planning on doing, meant that the only way for it to make sense for them to all be together after the end of season 4, where Jeff had left but everyone else was still there, was to have Jeff come back. Which they seem to have forgotten that everyone else was still there, which I guess points to how little of season 4 Harmon watched before writing season 5 episode 1. So I get your perspective there. But yeah, as you say, Buzz Hickey's a great addition. It was upsetting I was disappointed not to have more of the what's called the air conditioning repair school storyline explored, but then you I mean, it's hard. Like, he had to write around Donald Glover leaving, so. Oh, and the Ass Crack Bandit episode is one of the best episodes, I think.
The what?
The Ass Crack Bandit. So there's an episode, and it's done like a film noir, like it's an homage to film noir.
Right.
And there's a guy who's known colloquially as the Ass Crack Bandit, who puts quarters down into people's butt cracks when they're bent over, and he's terrorizing the school. And so yeah, it's
creative. I'll give it that.
Oh, it is. It's hard to explain. It is an absolutely fantastic episode. I mean, I am a little biased there because I love me some Jeff and Annie, but yeah, it is quite an episode. Leave it at that. And the mystery is never solved. It could be anyone. They think they got him at the end, but then they're surprised with the news of a friend's death in real life. So it kind of shocks them out of their kind of fun and games mode that they were in, or their hijinks mode. Alright, so we've used Power Break on this guy. His power is broken, so all we need to do is keep attacking until he dies.
Seems reasonable to me.
Well, it's the best way to make sure we capture them. I had forgotten that these ogres were even here. So, oh god, they counterattack when you attack now. So let's heal. Their counterattacks do a lot of damage.
Magic on them at this point?
No, I don't think so. But also, if we kill them with magic, we don't capture them. Chris, quickly, cheerful.
Woohoo!
Chris, quickly, pray.
Nomine Patri Filii Spiritus Sancti.
That's very slow. Cheerful again.
This isn't fair. Hooray!
Warren, attack. Now he's gonna get punched. Chris, pray. Cheerful, Chris, quick!
This is too much. I can't pray cheerfully.
Pray more cheerfully. Cheer, Chris, cheer!
Yes! Go, team!
Pray, Chris, pray! Oh, good, he's put his hands down. Oh, we could have attacked him this whole time.
You bastard.
I think it's just the Marlboro to go. If we need one of everyone, if we need three, then well, we need three. Truer words never been spoken. We've got enough of these guys for now. Get Yuna out here. Bahamut, do your thing. Also, we need to remember, we need to figure out how to get, well, when the next time we can get a rename sphere is. Or a rename
we went over that last
card.
week,
Yeah, we went over it vaguely. But I do not remember, and I don't think we ascertained when the next time we could do it would be.
So there's 3 creatures that you can get it from, and over here.
Yeah, they're all ghosty things.
Okay, this one you have to breed in the monster arena.
I mean, we won't do that just yet, obviously. Some
Okay,
more mana.
probably the Omega Ruins then.
Ugh. Espada, Mytholestes, Bribe from Zaurus. Okay, yep. Thanks, Anna. Appreciate that. Now that you say it, that all sounds familiar.
We had a whole conversation about Ornitholestes.
Yeah. We said, what does it mean? And it means something, bird thief.
Steals birds.
Or it's a bird that steals. But let's be honest, it probably steals birds.
Yeah.
Kumari. Getting some experience. That's what we like, isn't it, Chris? Demi on everything.
Ooh, the Titus can actually do decent damage with something.
I mean, only for the first couple of attacks with Demi.
Hey, every little counts.
The good thing about Demi as well is that it doesn't actually kill them. So it's a really useful tactic unless he gets drained like that. Just undoes all the damage. Don't use Blaster, you little bastard. Well, none of that will help. Use Soft. Not on them, on him. We haven't even decided what we're going to call Bahamut, have we?
No.
Do you have any
To
thoughts?
be honest, we probably have a lot of time to figure it out.
I mean, Omega Ruins will get there in a month?
Maybe.
I reckon Gagazet will take us 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Zanakin's hopefully only 1.
We do have to fight Unileska.
Yeah, that'll only take 1 episode. That'll only be the end of an episode, let's hope. Although you do fight Unileska straight after another boss. And yeah, we also haven't named our Chocobo yet, Chris.
Oh, Ornitholestes.
No, cannot call him Ornitholestes. Or
Why
her.
not?
Them. He or she.
Let's get 'em,
You won't get that
guys.
reference either. Elena will. He says, hopefully.
Pitiful.
Yeah, pitiful. Orin pities the fool. Yeah to killing things. No to not killing things. Za to Riku. So what are we gonna call it? Yes, exactly. They or she.
Jemima.
Nope. Veto. You're gonna veto my name for Magikarp.
Okay, that is you trying to game the system.
Have you seen that I put it as a comment?
I have responded.
Oh, I haven't seen that. Wait, how did you... You're supposed to be here with us. Why were you responding?
I am here with us.
In all honesty, if it does land on me, I will not pick that. But if more people like it, that comment, then I think you should be bound by it.
Nope.
For people who don't know, which, I mean, definitely not you two in the chat, but Chris, every 2 weeks, puts out a kind of, what have I been calling it? I've been calling it a reader-led fan fiction, I guess, based in the world of Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. Roughly, is that about right, Chris?
More or less, yeah.
And they have procured, spoilers this week, a Magikarp. And of course, after you procure a Pokemon, you have to decide what to name it, and everyone can vote on whether Chris gets to name it, whether I get to name it, whether the narrator, who's actually Chris, gets to name it, or whether the name comes from the comment section.
Well, the narrator is a character in the story.
There's a character who's named Chris.
No, he's not though.
What, does he have a name?
He doesn't have a name. No, he's just, or if he does, we don't know it.
Yet. Oh god, Titus is running out of MP. Oh, Titus! You choose this moment to do enough damage. And note the phrasing, it was exactly enough damage. Not enough XX and XX. Okay, XX before and XX after. Big then little, and then little then big to finish and start.
XX loot box 69XX.
Yep. I mean, it was a tough choice. I was debating over and over whether to go for 69 or 420.
And what tipped the scales in favor of 69?
I don't know. It's just what felt right. Just what felt right in the moment. Oh, of course, Waka's dead. Sorry, which quote are you referring to? It just felt right, or You know what, Chris? This has been a fun episode. We haven't done anything. We've just talked rubbish. You were late. I raced some chocobos.
I blame you.
I'd blame me too.
We investigated the origins of Remian Temple and the
evolutionary history of chocobos.
Yep.
And you've said the name, and now as you've committed it to the internet, therefore it exists and it is real.
I mean, you've already committed it to my comment section, so there's not much I can do about whether it exists.
I've committed it to your comment section, but you have now said it.
Would it
this
help
is
if I said the other names that have been suggested?
nope. This is now a binding contract.
I don't see how.
It's a verbal agreement. Everyone heard. Chris has agreed to Lootbox 69.
Verbally agree to anything.
He verbally agreed to Lootbox 69 be the name if the comment section wins.
That's not how anything works.
This is how life works, Chris.
It is not.
We're in trouble. I forgot that these guys were here too.
Big things.
Basilisks. Ooh, or the other one's basilisks. Oh no, these are anacondaurs.
Oh dear.
I don't know what the hour that is from, but... Oh, there we go. Energy rain? We did get energy rain, by the way.
Yes, so I see. Very exciting.
I think that was just as you arrived. We got energy rain. Oh, it still does next to no damage. Sonic Tail, that does not sound good. Oh, and it wasn't good. Please don't die. Stone Gaze. Turn Titus to stone.
These things are nasty.
These things are real nasty. Like, if this area didn't have Marlboros, then these guys would be the headliners in terms of nasty fiends. Especially because they have a ton of health. I'll get Yuna out.
Just summon something awful.
Let's summon Tony. I haven't seen Tony around in a while. Is he okay? You been on the blog?
I have no idea.
I saw Geronimo on Twitter the other day. To the extent that you ever see anyone on Twitter. Sometimes I wonder if they remember that we exist. Also, how does Yuna's ring provide her with any protection?
Magic.
Oh, right, of course. I'm trying to attack B. Yeah, here we go. 2,900. Oh, if it does that again, we're dead.
And some of her rings look like they create a sort of little magic shield thing on her wrist.
There is a shield thing on her, shieldy thing on the wrist, and that's what I thought. But yeah, I'm not sold. Let's get this guy. Oh, that did more damage than the normal attack. That's not how these things are supposed to work. Let's... Okay, so if we attack him, he's going to die. Good, so we can dismiss. Got 1,500 damage to do. My phone's just about to shut down, so I'll be blind to any comments. So, Chris, if you could read those out to me, that would be wonderful.
I will do my best.
As you wish.
That's all I can ask. Alright, so we need someone to do 500 damage. Kamari, you are our man. Aha! Great work, Kamari. Let's get some experience. No one leveled up. Typical. We go through all of that and no one even levels up. It's like they're not even trying, Chris. Skipping. What was it? There was, I think it was Final Fantasy VIII that you used to be able to do that. Make everyone skip like an idiot. One of the best things about that game.
Skip like an idiot?
Yeah, if you, like they kind of glided along the ground. Alright, let's try and get ice. Oh, that's fire. Alright, well we got ice. Hopefully kicks the right person. Ah, that's one of the right people. Oh, I don't think we have one of the bunyips.
Is that what those things are?
No, that's what a different version of those things are. I can't remember. Are these... I used to know them all. But it's probably good that I don't. That was probably taking up some important part of my brain. Because that's how knowledge works. Shred. That's what they are. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Take that shred. Attack. Get Titus in next. He can use some kind of blizzard attack. Trust him not to do enough damage. Good work, Titus.
Or bad work, which paradoxically is good work.
Well, I mean, typical, right? Perfect, he chooses the one guy who's immune to his attack. And we're nearly there. Oh, Titus. Doing work today. So, Chris,
nice change.
you were telling us about Teachers College earlier.
Was I?
Or your teaching course. Very briefly.
What about it?
Oh, what happened in your first week? You haven't told me anything yet.
Show up, do orientation things.
That's right, because Chris is in a country where seeing other humans in public is
Yes,
inside.
we're allowed to be in the same space as many other people, and none of us even die from it.
I mean, I'm sure some people die from it, just not from COVID. Yeah, it sounds like a paradise, especially since it's summer over there. Oh, happy Waitangi Day, by the way.
Yes, thank you. It is, isn't it?
It is 6th of February in New Zealand, of course. Still the 5th of February everywhere that counts.
What do you mean everywhere that counts?
I was waiting for that. Everywhere else. Well, not a whole portion of the Eastern Hemisphere, but yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, so what's Waitangi Day, Chris?
Waitangi, well, it's the anniversary of the signing of the Treaty of Waitangi in 1840.
Oh, what happened there?
It is the treaty which, I suppose, formally made New Zealand a British colony, signed by representatives of the British Crown and rangatira chiefs of a whole bunch of Maori tribes, mostly in the North Island.
Well, mostly in Northland.
Well, yeah.
On this date. It was later toured around the country.
Yeah, they did shop it around and try to get a bunch more signatures.
And they did get a bunch more signatures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although it was by no means comprehensive.
No, nor was it.
There are a lot of tribes who never signed it, but are nonetheless treated as having done so.
I mean, to be fair, better deal than a lot of Aboriginal tribes got in Australia.
True, although that is a low bar.
It's a real low bar. I mean, yeah. If you thought the Americans set a low bar with dealing with their indigenous people, take a look at Australia. Oh. And it's real recent as well. Like, uncomfortably recent.
Yeah, I mean, the stolen generation was, what, late 70s, early 80s?
I think so. That rings a bell. I don't know for certain, so I don't take my endorsement as a proper endorsement. But yeah, I believe so. Or at least it was talked about significantly as late as then. Alright, Tony, get out, do some work. I had every second Thursday we have a Zoom pub, a Zoom virtual pub with my energy ethics colleagues, and I had Waitangi Marae as my Zoom background.
Oh, excellent.
And I was asked about it and got to explain. And then turns out one of my newer colleagues worked or did her field work in Papua New Guinea with miners. I think with miners. And was talking about how in order to buy land, they need the mining companies need to find landowners, which is quite difficult when in central Papua New Guinea a lot of the tribes don't necessarily have a concept of permanent ownership. It's more of a kind of communal and usage based system. Which
seems reasonable, frankly.
I mean, it's interesting because it's similar to like the problems with the Treaty of Waitangi, and it's similar to problems in modern Africa where tribes will or leaders will sell off communal land that doesn't belong to them.
My will is strong.
That was one of the keynote speeches at our last event. Just talking about that. Oh yeah, wow. Kamari's mad about indigenous land. But yeah, so we're talking about that. But even kind of in periods that are slightly closer to our own fields of study, Chris, it's interesting that you get debates about common usage and property ownership, even in the late Republic at Rome. I mean, it is a bit unusual in that the squatters are actually the super wealthy, and they're abusing this kind of usage equals ownership law. Because that, I mean, that is the...
Yippee!
Yeah, thank you, Chris. That is the case, right? Is that reportedly in the late Republic you've got a whole bunch of...
Man, he can't do it, no one can.
You've got a whole bunch of wealthy Roman landowners that set up farms
Go team!
on public land.
You brought this upon yourself.
I did, and I am very happy for it. Come on, Kamari, finish him. No, not like that.
Enough.
More like that. There we go. Get that ogre.
That's how it's done.
Right, what were you saying?
I was saying that in the late Republic, it's alleged in a number of court cases. I think in Cicero. I mean, it's a court case in the late Republic. It's probably Cicero. That there are wealthy landowners that actually set up farms on public land. And there's a law about squatting that if you occupy and use a piece of land for a certain amount of time, it becomes yours. And so there are kind of powerful people consolidating their power and their wealth by effectively stealing public land because you can't force them off it. Or at least you can't force them off it before they claim ownership. Believe that's a thing.
It sounds like a thing.
Sounds like a familiar story too. Wealthy people gaming the system? No.
Surely this has never happened before in human history.
It certainly doesn't happen now.
Absolutely not.
No, the wealthier you are, the more ethical you are, surely. Better people, that's why they're called the aristocracy. They're the best.
Yeah.
For the benefit of anyone listening at home, that was sarcasm. You have to be sure, Chris. It doesn't always come across.
Yes. It is the internet.
It is the internet, and people can't see our faces. Thank God. Although, I'm actually quite dressed up today. There's an important Zoom call, which I guess was the recording of the new podcast.
How did that go?
I mean, it went. My guest and the my co-interviewer had never really done anything like it before, so it took them a little while to warm into it. So I'm gonna have a lot of editing to do. Not a lot, just like more than I would have hoped.
Such is life, I suppose.
Yeah. I mean, I'm being paid for it, so it's a thing. But I'll let you all know when that comes out. It should be out either the 25th or the 26th of February, and we should be doing one every month on either the last Thursday or the last Friday of the month, depending on what time that first one comes out. We still didn't have a name for the podcast, which is interesting, having recorded most of the first one. And turns out recording via Zoom is not as easy as you really think it should be. I don't know why I fled. I was looking for Lancet. And then I took my eye off the ball. Trying to use my peripheral vision. But Chris, I think we should give it a couple more battles, just because we were both late.
Fair enough.
Give the people what they want. Is anything going on in the comments section or the live chat?
No, and
everyone has
there
left.
does not seem to be anything going on in the comments section.
Everyone has
And in
left.
fact, we were down to 2 watchers for a little while, which presumably would be me and you.
Nope, not
Although
me.
we're now back up to 3.
No, not me. My phone's died.
Oh, okay.
So I am not watching at all. I couldn't care less what's going on.
I'm not sure that's true.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not true. I do care what I put out on this channel. At some point when I have some free time, which is not going to be any time immediately, I will start putting more regular content out again. But for now, we've just got this fun of the Fridays. Sorry, what was that?
Will you, though?
Start putting out more regular content? Yeah, once I have some time. Once I don't have this stupid book to write.
That will never happen.
Why? Because I'll always have a book to write?
You'll always have stuff to do. There will never be time.
Yeah.
I've been saying I'll do things once I have time for 10 years.
Yeah, but you're a special case. Because you make work for yourself.
Yeah, but that's what this is too, right?
I mean, this is a bit of fun. This is talking to you. It's playing a game, a beloved game from my childhood. Is that work?
It does use your time.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't find this to be a chore. I get to talk with lovely friends about Community, my favorite TV show of all time. That may or may not be true. It's close to true if it's not true. But yeah. I wouldn't get that opportunity otherwise, especially these days where I can't go to a pub. I've moved just prior to the most recent lockdown, so I don't even know anyone who lives in town. So, no, this is the closest I get to, like, a social engagement.
Oh dear.
I know. It's a weird old world. I look forward to Zoom meetings because I get to see people. Oh yeah, well done. Exibron.
I truly do live in a magical fantasy world.
Right now, yeah. Absolutely. And there are so many people, like, what's crazy is that there are so many people who are so much worse off than I am. Like, I'm in a house with my girlfriend and with one of our friends, and like that's like a fairly good deal right now. Prior to this, I was by myself or with one other person. It was not a good time. Especially when the internet was bad and I couldn't even do this with you guys. But what a down note to end on. What have you got coming up this week, Chris?
Same again, probably.
Less orientation, surely.
Well, yes, but you know we've already gotten into lectures and things, so.
You're going to. What are lectures like in the? Like what papers are you taking? Do they have papers, or is it like a single course that everyone does?
There's individual papers. There's what are there? And for the international audience, papers means courses. In America, papers means essays.
Right.
I used to confuse my American friends all the time by talking like that. Yeah. There's one which is the adolescent learner, which is about I guess developmental psychology and techniques for engaging teenagers in classes. Then there's one which is I don't remember the name of it, but it's like basically professionalism in teaching and what it means to meet professional standards that are set by the governing bodies of the field.
Right.
And then there's another that's for the specific curriculum material of your subject.
So stuff that's really challenging for you.
Not really, no. But, you know, we go over things like how the New Zealand Classics curriculum is designed. And because Classics and Art History have that class together, we talk about how it's different from the Art History curriculum.
Well, they've also messed up Latin, haven't they?
Yes. Well,
bastards.
Let's not get into that whole thing.
Bastards. So you've got that. What's coming up on
the adolescent learner : teenagers? Am I right? Which is pretty much what that class is.
Can you just write that in your end of semester exam?
Pretty much, yeah. I don't think there is an exam. I think there is a presentation.
There's a presentation. It's assessed on a presentation.
I think so, yeah.
God.
Well, what would an exam contain for a course like this?
Probably a whole bunch of like learning theory.
I suppose.
Like demonstrating, like maybe a take-home test that demonstrates your ability to like concoct a lesson plan.
I think there is some of that as well, but also like that also comes up during practicum. So
yeah,
like a lot of the assessment is really just how well are you doing on your second practicum when they actually put you in front of a class and get you to teach.
Fair enough. And how long have you got till that?
Well, the first practicum is in March. I think the second one is in August or September.
Ah, fair enough. So a little bit of time till the second one. You can probably know what you're doing by then. Oh, and we've reached our capture limit of these guys. You know what that means? Exciting. It means in future we can just get Yuna to blast them.
Oh, good. That'll be satisfying.
Ah, yeah.
Better than blasting us.
Oh, absolutely better than them blasting us. Come on out, Seronimo. Do you have anything coming up with the blog? We had a Pokemon trainer as you today. So what's coming up after that?
I don't know. I'm struggling to find time now to work on articles.
Well, you've actually got something to do during the day or during the week, so
Yeah, so
it's not surprising.
I am instead not going to write.
Any excuse from you, Chris. Any excuse.
Yeah, I'm thinking I should probably shut down my Patreon actually, because like I don't think I can commit to getting any definite amount done on a regular basis.
I mean, there are going to be people who will want to keep supporting you in spite of that. There'll be people who will support you even if you don't kind of do the council articles and things like that.
I
And
suppose.
just answer kind of a question or two a week. And maybe people will come here for more Chris content. Who knows? Who knows? But it is that time, even though we've dragged it out a little bit. What do I have coming up? Absolutely nothing. A couple of energy ethics things. But that's not important. You guys don't need to pay attention to that. But anyway. I think it's that time to say, yeah, thank you for joining us. It's been fun. Bit of a weird week. A bit of a grind, but we did a bit of this, bit of that. As Chris said earlier, we figured out the evolutionary history of chocobos. We still haven't given our chocobo a name.
Hey, I came up with a perfectly good name and you rejected it.
I rejected it because we can't give our... I don't think we should be giving our chocobo a gendered name just because Titus can't figure out its gender. He doesn't know how to sex a chicken. But yeah, think on that during the week. Maybe leave it in the comments below if you do watch this and you got this far. Congratulations, well done. I don't think I would have. But
Really talking up your own show here.
always
Good
talking
work.
up my own show. Anyway, thanks very much, everyone. We'll see you next week. Gonna say bye to the people, Chris?
Bye, people.